again. I guess you don't realize how much you have to say until you start speaking, flowing. And I really want you to know, because I really love you. I know, sounds right? Because I might not know you, whoever is watching this on the World Wide Web, but I do love you, because I understand deeper now, and I'm sharing what I understand deeper now because of how imperative it is for us to know for our health, our recovery, our well-being on every level. But it starts with the cellular, the DNA, the depth of us, our soul connection. And that's why I can say that I love you, because I know that our souls are tethered. Because the same creator that made you, whether you believe it or not, made me. And this outer shell that we do define ourselves by, and is deeper than just skin and color and pigment. It's culture, it's reality, it's ideology, it's morals, it's values, it's core. But when we strip it all away, and when we transition, none of that exists anymore. So I've been trying to tap into what that feels like, what that might feel like when it's all stripped away. What's left? And what was left for me was love. I've been sifting through a lot of other not so pleasant emotions when I watch this world seemingly go to shit. And all of the people that we can call greedy and even devils for the things that they do and choose. But all of that still is lost people, disconnected from their souls, disconnected from the God essence that, yes, is in them too. In the last video, I said, remember. They don't remember. They don't choose to remember, because it is a choice. You know, everything that we do is a choice. And as much as I do believe that our purpose in our lives are already predetermined, and that God has a will that is our will, and that we carry it forth, and that we are compelled by that will, ultimately, we decide left or right, up or down, go or stay, yes or no. And the myriad of other choices that are presented to us every day that we get to decide. Sometimes we decide for ourselves, sometimes we decide for others, sometimes we're obligated, sometimes we're forced. But every morning, when we are gifted yet again with the breath of life, we choose to get up. We choose to brush our teeth or not. We choose to go to work or not. We choose to love or not. And ultimately, it all trickles down to ourselves and how much we love ourselves. I reconnected with a lot of inspirational texts that have led me to this path or nurtured this path. Before school, during school, after school. And I remember in high school I was so fascinated by being introduced to other religious traditions and beliefs and myths as they were introduced to us. And they didn't feel untrue. They didn't sound so far-fetched, even with the one that I resonated with the most, Egypt, as they call it now, Kemet, as it is, as our ancestors named it. And I realized the reclaiming of names is so important, and that's a whole other video, but I read so that I could learn, so that I can reconnect, so that I can use the right names and the right terms in this limited language. But in this reconnection to all of these different words, scriptures, I remember why I chose to do my minor in religion when I did my undergrad. And it was because of all the questions that I had as a child, growing up Catholic and going through the catechism and all of the sacraments and church every Sunday and the embedded images of a white Jesus. And it just left so much to be questioned, to be kind of adverse to, but yet I had such a strong faith. So it was always so confusing to me how I could feel so rooted to this feeling of source, of God, of the Creator in me, and in everyone that I knew, and in my space, and over and under me. But yet when there was stuff that I had to learn more, to know more, to know God more, the more I felt that I didn't. So I had to dig deeper. And I searched on my own, and then doing that minor in religion opened everything for me, because I was able to be introduced to other traditions when all my life I was taught that this was the one. And if you don't believe it, then you're going to hell, right? This hell. Yet here we are in this glorious, masterful planet Earth, where Mother Nature nurtures and provides us with everything we need, and we try our best to create hell right here. In studying other traditions, I made it such a deep intention of mine to cross-reference and not focus on the messengers, but focus on the message and see what was the same, what was aligned, or how many stories were based on previous stories, to speak the same truth about love, about the God within, about being a good Samaritan, a good neighbor, about karma and doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, reaping what you sow. I'm thinking about rebirth, resurrection, miracles, magic, power bestowed upon seemingly regular people like you and me. Gods, goddesses, angels, orishas, netters, and it expanded me on such a level that definitely defines the quest that is never ending, thankfully. Because as this universe is ever expanding, I would hope that we are too. Especially considering the fact that we are literally made of star stuff. There are a couple books that I reconnected with during this time of retreat. The Impersonal Life by Joseph Brenner and the Bhagavad Gita. Both of those books have 18 chapters in them. The number 1 represents 1. The start. The number 8 is infinity. And aligned, it expresses and symbolizes the one infinite world, universe, God, consciousness. And that we embody that infinite essence. And we are all one. One infinity. And I put this shirt on today and didn't realize that there's number 18 on it. I got this shirt because it says Queen on it. I got this shirt because of the green and the gold and the health and the wealth that it represents. And when I put it on, it was a tangible cosmic confirmation of everything that came through. So I wanted to share that with you, and there'll probably be more because I've found such a deeper sense. And just when you think it can't get deeper, thankfully it does, if you take the time to connect and pay attention and see the signs. So I wish that for you, and I'll share more. Time to get back to natural.